Thelizardviking states, "You mixed up a lot of the last control ending scenes up, Smudboy. There are some differences between Paragon and Renegade there as well." He's right, in my previous video I only did the Renegade control ending, so let's be fair to the Paragon control ending.
To give the many hope for a future.
Now, Shepard previously spoke about how Reapers took away people's future by killing them. Of course, Shepard is gone, and they are now the Catalyst. What is Catalyst Shepard's version of hope?
To ensure that all have a voice in their future.
Okay, Catalyst Shepard wants all people to have a voice in their future. Again, how are they going to facilitate that? Why? Considering the only time the people of the galaxy had a problem with their future or having a voice in it was when the Reapers came by. So wouldn't that mean the Reapers should just go away and not bother anyone?
I will rebuild what the many have lost.
Okay, who and what exactly? Are we talking every single species that was destroyed or Reaperfied? Are we restoring what only this cycle has lost? What kind of general directive is this? Are we going to restore the Prothean Empire so they can conquer everything again? Or even worse, considering we're talking about Reapers here, are we going to restore what the Leviathans lost? There's a topic. What exactly are we going to do with the Leviathans? They're still around, and aren't they still want to fight us? They're kind of weak. Are we going to ensure they too have a voice in their future? Which is to control everyone? Isn't that sort of a big deal?
I will create a future with limitless possibilities.
Wow, can you be any more vague? I'm so glad Brick for Brains took over the rambling, nonsensical eternal space Hitler, since I didn't have my fill of generalized, unintelligible, nonspecific, patently asinine statements yet.
I will protect and sustain. I will act as guardian for the many.
To protect. That sounds fine. The problem here is the other word, sustain. That can be taken a few ways, but how exactly are the Reapers going to support others? And if they did, wouldn't they be at some kind of massive advantage? And wouldn't they slowly start becoming indoctrinated? And if you're acting as guardian of the many, but also make sure that all have a voice in the future, isn't that a conflict of interest? So everyone gets a voice, but you'll only ensure the many are protected. So logically, you're going to eliminate the few, or just neglect them. Great. Another chosen by God scenario, which is exactly the same scenario as it is in the Renegade control ending. Shepard controls the galaxy, passively, until some conflict happens. They then protect the many, until the many are all that's left. The many are also completely obedient to these galactic generic rules, filtered through their own limited understanding and interpretation. And since people are controlled by symbolism and ideals, we then have a religion or cult, which is extremism toward the state, or in this case, the acceptance of a Reaper-controlled galaxy, which eventually becomes the norm, which in turn eliminates the few, indirectly of course, because the many, who are sustained and uplifted by the Reapers, are going to be superior. The few still die out.
I will remember the ones who sacrificed themselves, so that the many could survive.
What does Catalyst Shepard care? What for? Are they sentimental somehow? Is that even possible? This is roughly the same sentence in the Renegade control ending, but it still doesn't make sense. Who cares? Why would they do this? What's the point?
And I will watch over the ones who live on.
Yay! Eternal space, big brother! No breach in liberties or freedoms there. Don't worry, citizen. We're always watching you. We're not your creepy overlord. Have no fear. Remember to go home after curfew. Remember, Reapers love you.
Those who carry the memory of the woman I once was.
I'm sorry, Liara. I'm afraid I can't do that.
The woman who gave up her life to become the one who could save the many.
The Renegade control ending has the word lead instead of save. It's just semantics. The Reapers are here, and they're going to kill you off or mind control you and your children. The moral of the story is, when faced with the embodiment of evil so far beyond your imagination, you don't become it. You're just proving the Catalyst's insane idea that organics and synthetics can't coexist by destroying and dominating both until new organics pop up out of the primordial goo and Reapers don't take vacations anymore They just stay at home and screw everything that flies spaceships. As for you two, you need to read more, and at the very least watch Babylon 5, because these ideas are way too big for you to understand.
My mind is going. There is no question about it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel it. I'm afraid. Daisy.